friends, hello and welcome. I got this great little piece of frost right here on the frozen water along this path here in McKinley Woods, which is where we are today. Finally got a chance to get out. It's been gray and overcast for like the last 3 weeks, and today is clear blue skies, which is less than ideal, but today is my day to go out and shoot, so we're just going to make the best of it. And I found this great little composition right along the trail. There's these great little kind of frost patterns in this frozen little pond, little bunch of water in the middle of the trail, and it's great just texture and pattern. So that's it. We're just kind of zoomed in really close on the little bit of frost, focused tight on the frost. Shooting at an ISO 100, 1/125th of a second, f8, simple little shot. No polarizer, no filters, nothing. There's no need for them. This is just about the patterns and the shapes and the textures of these little frost patterns in the snow. They're beautiful. And that's our first shot. So, like I said, we're just gonna hike these woods. We're in McKinley Woods, just about an hour outside of Chicago. We're gonna hike around here and make the best of our day. Let's go see what we can find. Beautiful out here. This is a struggle today. It's it's cold. It's about 17 degrees, which is pretty chilly. And as I mentioned, really clear blue skies, so the contrast is really high. And it's woodland, which is just chaotic to begin with. So trying to pick out small things, and I think I found something I really like here. I've got this one tree. Just kind of flutes out at the base, as most trees do. But it's just got this one little great stripe of snow that is stuck to one side of it. That's kind of following that same contour of the tree, of course. So I've got bark, strip of snow, bark. And then what I like about this shot is the way the sun is just kind of wrapping around this one side of the tree. So let me show you what we're looking at here on the back of the camera. I'm gonna widen out a little bit here for video, but this is it. So you can see just tree trunk, strip of snow, tree trunk. Got the sun kind of wrapping around, and it's also making this great shadow across here in my foreground here. So in the photo, kind of cropping in just a little bit past this little bit of snow, and it's just about that. Shooting at an f4, ISO 100, about 1/100th of a second, I think, 1/60th of a second. And that f4 is just to make everything behind this tree just fall off and out of focus, because this really is just kind of about this tree and the stripy patterns and the texture. And that's it. It's a simple little shot. I like it. Put my gloves back on and get up out of the snow and keep going down this trail. We're heading towards the river now, so we'll see if we can find something along the river. That would be nice. Thanks, little tree. Bit of a struggle, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm down here at the river's edge. There's just this kind of this river, and I feel like there's a shot here. I really do. I got these great branches sticking out of the frozen ice over here. We've got some great little lichen that's frozen in the ice over here, again with those cool little frost patterns all over them. But I'm struggling to just find a good composition. Like I said, it's a clear blue sky day, so the lighting is really harsh, and there's just a harsh dark shadow, really bright highlights. The snow is not helping those highlights at all. So it's just kind of the struggle to figure out what I want to shoot. So I'm just stopping, standing here, looking around, put the camera bag down, put the camera down, and I'm just taking a moment to breathe and to look around. Like I said, I've got these great branches that are sticking out of the ice over here, and unfortunately, I think the best angle is out on the ice, and this ice is not old enough. It's not thick enough to hold weight, so I am not going to step out on it. So just kind of taking a moment to assess and look at what I've got and try to come up with something. So pardon me while I pause for a moment and try to figure out what to do here. It's beautiful. There's just so much, and I can't distill it down to one single shot. So I'm going to take a moment to try and compose myself in order to find a composure. Composure? No, composition. That's what I want. I want a composition that is showing composure. Zen. All right, so after all of my walking around here and looking at everything, I've settled on a tiny piece of frost on a tiny little branch under the ice. And that's the shot, really. Just right out here at the edge. I've got the tripod set up. The legs are really wide to get the shadow out of my composition because the sun's coming in pretty hard from my right-hand side. So if I set up normally, I'm getting a shadow of my leg, my tripod leg in the shot. So set up really wide and out low, out here over the ice. Being very careful because where I am sat is right at the edge. So the tripod is kind of leaning out over the frozen water, and I don't want to step out there for fear of going through the ice. But the shot, very simple, little piece of frost clinging to a branch coming up from below the ice, and then we've still got this plant life, this lichen that's just kind of trapped in the ice, coming in, creeping into the bottom left of the frame. So let's see if I can show you here what we are looking at on the camera. Here it is. Let me widen out a little bit so you can see a little more like it will look in frame. Also, I'm going to try to focus it for you. So this is pretty much the shot. And as you can see, there's my little piece of frost stuck to this branch, and then all this green lichen just kind of creeping in on the bottom left-hand side and right-hand side of the frame. That's it. There's also this other little piece in my photo. Zoom out just a little bit more. This little guy down here, that's down there too. And those are the elements of the shot. Just really simple, little kind of pretty patterns in nature, and I love that sort of stuff. So that's the shot. I think we're gonna pack this up now, head back up the hill and back into the woods and see what else we can find. It's been a beautiful day, beautiful, beautiful day, despite there being no clouds. I know I keep saying that. It sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not. I'm really happy to be out here. Thanks, Old Frozen River, guys. Well, I think we're gonna have this be our last shot of the day. My feet are numb and I can't feel them, and my face is getting numb and it's getting hard for me to speak. But this shot is really simple and I like it. This one's about patterns and the shadows, really. So I've got the frozen river in front of me. It's got the snow that's fallen all over it, so it's giving it this nice texture. And then I've got the sun behind me casting the shadow of the trees on top of that ice. So it's just kind of this cool abstract pattern of the shadows on the ice, and that's the shot. Shooting at an f8, no, I'm shooting at an f6, ISO 100, 1/320th of a second, 2-second timer, and that's it. The shot's really simple. Again, it's just about the shadows and the contrast between the white ice and the dark black shadows. That's it. A little square crop on this one, I think, just to kind of maintain the interest a little bit in the center, and that's all. But I want to take this opportunity to thank you for coming along with me. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more. And from Wilkinson Woods Park here in Illinois, somewhere, so long, and we'll see you next time. Oh, my hands are cold too. Oh, very pretty, very pretty.